in their own right. Presented by renowned broadcast journalist Benji D. Turn to the corner every week for great talk, creating good vibes as we discover new transformations and great conversations. Watch BD Corner on Facebook and YouTube, streaming live, showcasing community stories that affluence our lifestyle. And now, welcome Benji D, the voice, and her various guests.
Turn to Benji's Corner. Turn to Benji's Corner.
Good evening. Good evening. It is great to be back. We are back on the Benji D Corner, and today it's a special day. It's super, 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 super extra special. It's time I've been waiting for. I do get excited for all my guests, but those particular guests, it's something special about them that I've been following for over a year, and this is like beyond my wildest dream that I get to have them on. Around the corner with you for you this evening. We are live for you and we bring you the best guests, the special guests, and great stories, real stories, raw story, unscripted, and something that can really impact you, something that can really move you, something that can motivate you, something that can change your whole lifestyle and your whole thought process. I'm your host, Benji D, and I want to thank my supporters, Crystal Even Hall, for all your events, graduation, birthday parties. We know there's a lot of graduation going on. Give a call to Crystal Even All. It's 561-577-7097. 561-577-7097. It is local in Boynton Beach. Great area. Very nice place. And they'll decorate it to your liking. And also I want to thank JD Technical Institute for your bookkeeping and accounting service, 561-376-0220. And also, if you'd like to get your business tax done or your personal tax, it's 561-376-0220. And I want to say a big thank you to the support of Lal B. Masnikoff and Associate for all your workers' compensation cases and Social Security disability cases. It's 561-598-7120. If it's a case they cannot handle, they'll gladly refer you to one of their colleagues. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to say special hello to my young fan, little Dial. She told me this week, I watch all your videos. Hi, Dial. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking my show. Dial is the young, I think that's my youngest. That's my youngest fan, under 10 years old. She's my youngest. I think Dial is 5 years old now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I believe Dial is 6 years old. No, 5 years old. 5 or 6. I kind of switched my mind a bit. And also I want to say hello to Jaleesa, who's also a great fan of the show, and little Bethany and Jordan, and so many more that are watching the show. And thank you to all of you for always tuning in. Remember to share our episodes, share with others, and also please, we encourage you to subscribe. It's the best gift you could give to this program, and it's helping us grow. Subscribe to our channel. It's Benji D Corner, and you see it, Benji D. It's very easy. Our corner, and we explain our corner is the corner that we bring everyone sit around the corner and talk about stories, different type of stories, you name it, whatever it could be, in whatever field, whatever they do, however it turns out. It's really the greatest impact each of these individuals can make on others. And that's where you could hear my special producer, Alan Daphnis, with 4 Diaspora TV, and with his great voice talking about, we bring individual that really affluent your lifestyle, that impact your lifestyle, that makes you change your mindset and want to make a difference. Talking about that, Natasha with Let's Boss Talk, my publicist, who's doing a wonderful job. I encourage you to go on her page if you'd like to really boost your business and make your dream become reality. Natasha is your girl. It's Let's Boss Talk, where she really help you get your mind all set up in what you'd like to do, what you'd like to accomplish. I remember when I told Natasha, hey, this is my plan. I'd like to really start this brand new program and I want to get on social media. And she was like, when are you going to do it? Are you thinking? Are you branding? What's in your mind? What do you think today? So this is your girl. Any idea, whatever it may be, whatever you want to do, branding or creating a new business, starting whatever it is, in any type of field, Natasha, and you have your business also, you'd like someone who can really give you all the support, all your strategies to really get out there and make the best of it and having this dream come true. As Natasha is your girl with Let's Bus Talk. Check her out on IG and she'll sit with you. She'll have a great meeting and really listen to you. And that's the best part. And she'll work with you. Sometimes she kind of pull my ears also because there are things she'll say, I don't agree. And after that, I kind of back up and say, oh, okay, the way you say it was right. So this is your girl. Thank you to each and every one of you. And I can't wait. I'm letting my guests really wait for a long time. And to my surprise, the guest that I'm having today, to my surprise, I did not even know that my wonderful guest was also a black guy. I guess it's a black guy. I did not know. And I'm like super excited when I contacted them all last year, chasing them all the time. Would you one day be my guest? Would you one day? Because I saw that great story on Access Hollywood, those famous guys. I was like, oh my God. I hope one day they could be on my set. Guys, hello, good evening, good afternoon, whatever.
All
Everyone,
right. Good morning.
David, Lewis, and Fritzner George of Macrobites. Guys, I'm like, my heart is going boop, 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 boop.
Don't be.
It's like I have the Obama today. That's how.
You're too kind, but we're just some regular guys.
Regular
that's
people.
all. We're just some guys with a dream, out here trying to get it. That's all.
Well, I love the regulars. I live for the regulars because the regulars, they're not most talked about. They're very quiet and silent. However, they make the loudest noise.
Yeah. They don't
No.
clap for the greats.
They never clap for the greats. It's okay though.
Yes, exactly. Guys, I mean, I couldn't thank you enough. And I know my audience is going to be really, excited to hear what you're going to be sharing. I know the story. They don't know the story. I've watched it on Access Hollywood and other major network. And that's what attracted me to you guys. And when I contacted you guys and you said yes, I said, would you be my guest? And I was like, oh my God, they said yes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome, and thank you for having us on, man. It's a nice opportunity. We definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we've listened to some of your stuff, and you have a real show, with real stories, very inspirational, very motivational. So we're happy that we can,
Yeah.
talk with you and hopefully motivate some other people with what we're doing. So that'd
Yeah.
be great.
That was definitely over the years. I've worked with so many young people over the years, helping them getting out of trouble and mentoring them. And I know what it's like when they can hear someone who has been there and who can tell them, no, it's not over. It's never over.
It's never over.
And you guys are the perfect example. I have David Lewis and I have Fritzner George. And I got to tell the audience, I didn't know Fritzner George was of Haitian descent.
Sakashe Nula.
Bel bagay. And it's perfect. It's his Haitian Heritage Month, and you fall right in. So this is a great celebration. And I know your other partner is not here, Jared Atkins, because it's a trio. There's three of you guys.
Yeah, so it's the three of us. He had to, while we were out here for business, he had to hold down the market that we just opened in our home state in New Jersey. But hopefully, we get all three of us one day. But
I know you will. I know you will. All right, guys. We're gonna start. David, tell me, guys. How did you guys meet? Like when you first.
So we all were in the same cities growing up, and we were all kind of into the same type of stuff. By type of stuff, I mean selling drugs and just other crime, just down that wrong path. Me, Fritzner, and our third partner, Jared, were very close, all doing kind of the similar things. So we met, in that high school time frame, and just remained great friends all the way till now. And now we've been blessed to be able to own a business together.
Absolutely.
So, did you guys? I know during your path, you also got incarcerated. What was it like when you guys got incarcerated?
I mean, it wasn't fun at all. Just having to go through that is it was a real eye opener because there's a lot of people that get locked up back and forth, and there's more to it out here. It's like getting locked up, your life stops, and there's a lot to do out here. There's a lot of progression to do out here.
And it's like you're stuck, man. It's like when once you get into that system, times in the world's moving on around you, and you're just in the same spot doing the same thing every day.
Time stops,
and you're especially if you're going for some time, you miss out not only on like family things and what's going on around you in your immediate circle, but just like nationally and around the world, things are changing, things are happening. And in that time that if you were free, you would be like maturing, knowing certain things that's happening. It's like you're stuck in the same place. So you get out and you're like the same age that you were when you came in because you haven't, really grown much as far as it relates to things that are going on around you in the world. So definitely not the place that we should have been. But kind of looking back on it, it's almost in a way like it's a good thing that all three of us did have to go through that because it made us realize what we had to do and the right way to do it, and it made us value our freedom more and do more with it.
How many years did you guys spend in?
I did 3.5. We all did like under 5 years.
Usually they say like kids that happens to some parent situation, the household. Did it have anything to do with your parents? And
I would say for me personally, and I'll speak for Jared too, because we're close, and Fritz too. We all had good families that tried to keep us, kind of out of that lifestyle. But we were attracted to it, So I wouldn't say our families did as much as they could to stop us from doing what
Absolutely.
we were doing.
We was just rebels. We just went against the grain because we definitely had good parents, great parents, and
your family came from Haiti.
Grinded,
worked.
Strict. My parents were strict. They worked, and they did everything they could to do so we could have a good living. You know what I'm saying? And we just went against that all the way.
did you, like when you were going through it, did you have, usually they say there's some other folks that try to talk to you and say, hey, don't get yourself in trouble,
Yeah, so I know all throughout all of our lives, there's always been certain mentors and people that were looking out that wanted us, that saw the potential in us and wanted us to do better things. And we were just so wrapped up in that street life. It's kind of like you have blinders on. You're not taking advice from people, not listening to our families, not listening to anything really, and just focused on that life, which is pretty unfortunate, but it kind of is what it is. Like I said, we had to go through it. So
it's like peer pressure. Did peer pressure have anything to do with it?
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like the things that we watched on TV. We wanted to be like the rappers, or certain movies that we seen. We wanted Scarface. We wanted to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit seeing my family or like our family struggle or just a little bit, and watching these things, hearing these things, getting into that lifestyle could possibly get us to that, that living faster. You know what I mean? So we wanted to do things like that, like sell drugs. And so it's, I don't know, it was attractive. Like it attracted us, just the allure of all the things that what you think that life brings you.
You wanted to have it quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick, definitely.
But in all reality, unless you're really, really doing it well, you're not getting that much money or that much power or anything like that. And if you do, you probably end up dead anyway. Yeah. How people are playing now, they kill you when you start doing good. So
we're happy it didn't work out too well for us.
Exactly.
It didn't work out too well, so we're happy about that.
So you guys mentioned, it was the selling. Did you guys also use drugs besides selling drugs?
I did, definitely. I was the user of all the drugs I sold, which was no good either because you get high on your own supply.
Yeah, wasn't.
I smoked all the weed, did all the other stuff. So
Definitely.
That wasn't good either.
So when did you decide that you had to do a turning point? Is it while you were incarcerated you thought about it? Like, when did
Yeah,
you get
I mean, I think for me, as soon as you know, I went behind those doors and I was really, downstate and in prison, I saw what it was like. I kind of knew then, like, all that street life and all living like this, it's not for me. I was trying to be something I really wasn't, trying to play a role like I was a rapper, some movie star, when really none of that stuff in real life is glamorous. People are dying, you're losing your freedom. Like, it's not a fun thing to do. So when I was in there, I was just like, all this stuff that I thought about it wasn't true. It was a lie that we got sold, that we had to realize in person that it wasn't true. That's really painful, and it's a sad way to live your life. It's a waste. It's a waste of life if you're living like that.
Definitely. And to piggyback off of Dave, definitely like when I got locked up, because your whole life is in somebody else's hands. Tell you when to sleep, eat, shower, tell you how to move. Like, you can't do anything at all, and it's just a horrible feeling. Like, and not knowing if I'm gonna make it out, because things happen in jail. Like, people are dying for no reason. You know what I'm saying, if you're not in the right gang, or if you don't want to be in a gang, all right, he gotta go. We're gonna kill him, take him out. Like, or he gotta leave this pod. You gotta go to lockup if he's not gonna comply with us. So we gotta worry about gangbangers, and then we gotta worry about COs,
police.
Like, your whole life is in other people's hands, like, and you're constantly back against the wall. It's not a way to live. That's when I knew, like, you know what? I know what I'm not doing once I leave here.
Even though we didn't know exactly what we were going to do, we knew it wasn't going to be that.
Not going back.
So now let's move a bit forward. I wanted, the audience to hear it more, how you explain it. So now when you guys get released out of jail, what was the first thing that came to mind? Did you get released in the same time, or?
We all got out, and it was kind of back and forth within different times. But we knew we didn't want to do that anymore and end up back there for any long stretches. So all three of us, our first thoughts were to try and, just live regularly, live successfully. Fritz got into contracting. I was blessed and able to work with my dad doing military contracting and like serving, bartending, waiting tables, stuff like that. And so did Jared. He got into the service industry too, cooking, waiting tables, bartending. And our whole goal was to just, try to make it successfully, doing a good way of life instead of doing the bad stuff we were doing before.
So what did you do, Fritzner?
What'd you say?
And I said, Fritzner, what did you do when you get out as well?
When I got out of jail, pretty much while I was in jail, my girlfriend was pregnant while I was in jail, and I got out. I knew I couldn't go back, and I worked my butt off, made sure that my family didn't have to go through that again. Because me being locked up, it's not only hurting me, it's hurting the people around me. You know what I'm saying? So I worked hard. I was at my job, which I just left for about 12 years. And I worked hard. Made sure I didn't go back to that lifestyle. It was tempting. It was definitely tempting, because I went through those times where being broke, I'm paying bill after bill, diaper after diaper, all that. Like, it was hard. So, and I thought about it. That's the thing. Like, think about things like that. The fast money. I mean, the fast money it's appealing. It's very appealing.
So is it the incarceration that made you kind of think back, like, I don't want to go back?
It's my kid, my son. He changed my life. He changed my life. I know I didn't want him to go through what I went through.
How old is your son?
My son is 15 now.
Nice.
But I didn't want him to go through what I went through. Because my parents, they were great parents, and they did the best they could for me. But there was certain things that they could have taught me. You know what I'm saying there were certain things they could have taught me that they understand, and I don't blame them, because they came from Haiti. You know what I'm saying, and they didn't really know the American way, how we had to adapt to living this way.
The fast life.
Huh?
They didn't know how you had to adapt and trying to leave
exactly. Like
what you
how
see.
we have to have good credit, or have to how we have to have good credit, or how we have to live a certain way, even with the things that's going on now with like police brutality, like the race war and everything like that. Like there's a lot of things I had to learn by myself, and I'll be able. I'm in a position where I can teach my son these things that I wasn't taught. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of telling him about the street life.
Exactly.
Right thing
Exactly.
that is happening.
I don't want him to go through that. I lived through it, and I don't want him to go through that. So I'm able to teach him. Like, listen, trust me, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Trust me, you don't want to act this way.
We know from firsthand experience.
We know. I got documents. I can show you. I've been through this. Don't do it.
Yeah. You have children, David, yourself? You have children as well?
Yeah, I have 3 kids. A daughter that's 5, a son that's 3, and another daughter that's
3.
2.
God bless him.
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a little clan. And I had all my kids after I was incarcerated. So which was good for everybody involved, because I can only imagine if I had my kids back then.
Yeah, it would have been hard.
What life would be like now. It would probably be terrible, man. So I was blessed enough to have my head on straight a little bit when I started having children.
That's good. So now you guys create Macrobites.
Mm-hmm.
How did you decide about that?
So pretty much we were at a kind of all 3 of us were at a point in our jobs where we were working where, even though we had managed to sustain a certain lifestyle, like we had things, we had cars, we had apartment, we were able to support ourselves, there was something missing, something that wasn't there for us. And that something was entrepreneurship, like being our own boss. We were all at points at our jobs where, even though we were working extremely hard and, really grinding it out, being the best that we could be, like at our jobs, we weren't getting appreciated by them, by the people who employed us. We worked as hard as if we owned their companies. We were grinding really hard for them and making them rich and not reaping any other benefits of it. So, around all that at the same time, we kind of knew we had to have some type of plan to do something. And then with all of us being in the fitness and health, and being in the cooking and in the food industry, it seemed like a natural course of action to start a business doing meal prep. We saw other companies around us doing similar things, and we just thought, why not us? So, Frisk kept working at his job because he was getting a good paycheck. So he was pretty much supporting the business financially. Me and Jared quit and sold all of our stuff. And we just kind of rolled the dice. And it started off, not that great. So now we just blew up, overnight. That was a good solid year of us not making much money at all. We couldn't pay ourselves. Frisk still had to work at his job. There wasn't enough money to go around, barely having enough money in the bank account to fill orders. But we persevered, kept going. And now we ship to the United States, all of our food to the 48 continental states. We have a market and cafe in 2 different locations in New Jersey. And we're excited about expanding, seeing what we could do next.
This is definitely God's plan. The way how we came together and shared the same story. We all have kids, and what we're trying to do in life. This is definitely God's plan.
What's interesting, you guys doing the cooking. Are you still in there doing the cooking?
Yeah, we are still in there doing the cooking. Yeah. Sweating.
Yeah. So I think
we're definitely in there cooking.
I think our goal is now, now that we finally got a successful model and we were making some money, we can pay ourselves. and we're doing it full time. The goal is to scale it, to grow the business in a way, where we can hire enough people to do most of the cooking, most of all of the, the operational tasks that a lot of that, relies on the three of us now. Uh, if we can grow the business to where we can hire enough folks to kind of take care of that stuff, that frees us up, me, Fritz, and Jared, to try to bring more money to the company,
Okay.
do stuff like this, get on shows and things and try to promote.
But David, will it have the same taste? 'Cause
Huh?
you guys got the hands. Will it have the same taste? The food.
Of course,
Probably.
Of course it will. We won't have it any other way. I was just talking to Dave about it the other day. Like, we need to be in Miami.
Yeah.
We need to be out here.
I thought when we can't, because we're out here now on business. We was out on Muscle Beach trying to promote because we get some orders from down here. So we wanted to try to kind of expand our customer base a little bit. I was about to say we're about to drive to West Palm Beach, man. Bring some of the food that we got down here.
You gotta bring me some. You gotta bring me some.
Yeah, give us your address. We'll ship you a box when we get back.
Absolutely.
The motto of the business is cuisine for the culture. Why cuisine for the culture?
Well, because before, actually, the name Macrobites originally was just based off of your macros, which are macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbs. If you eat them in the right ratio, it'll do your body good. You'll reach your goals. So it's Macrobites, meals that fit your macros. And if you ever in the fitness industry count calories, it's a common phrase. But as we started growing, we realized that even though that part of our business is correct, that's where we got the name from, that's what the food is based around, people are more attracted to the story and what we've been through, and the fact that we give back to our community so heavily, the fact that we partner with a nonprofit organization, and the fact that we're for the culture. Sorry, there's a plane going by.
You're hot dog.
My bad. I'll wait for it to go. So that's where Cuisine for the Culture came from, because we're for the culture. Like everything that we do, that is the culture of our business, is to give back to the community, make sure everybody knows that we're Black owned and that we're regular guys just like them. Because hopefully, if younger people can see what we did, maybe they don't have to go through all of the incarceration and all the watching people die around you and being in the street life and all of that stuff. Maybe they can see that and say, oh, these are just some regular guys that sound like me, that look like me, that talk like me, and they managed to do it. Why not me? So that's where the for the culture comes from, because we're making this food and this business in itself for our people. It's for everybody, but we have a certain culture. We're from a certain area. We look a certain way. We're Black men. We have stigma around us, so we want to make sure that that's front and center in our messages.
Us Black people, we need more representation,
right?
I mean, more encouragement for people that people like us that were similar, and we went through it. We went through some things, and we bounced right back and made something good out of it. You know what I'm saying? We need more representation for the culture. Like you said, it's for everybody, but it's mainly for us, and especially it's for our people, and especially for us. Like when we was selling drugs, doing all these harmful things, we were killing our people. Now we're trying to keep our people around with these healthy foods, and trying to give back to the community. We're trying to keep our people around longer. We need to be around longer.
Right.
We the goats. We strong. They need us. They need us.
They do. And especially you're not from New Jersey, but in our area where we put our marketplace and our cafe, there's no healthy food options. If you live in the projects out there and you don't have a car and you don't have any money to get in a cab, where can you go get anything organic, get anything vegan, get anything healthy, period? There's a fried chicken spot, a pizza spot, a Chinese spot,
and a liquor store,
and multiple liquor stores, and and 7-Elevens and small bodegas and stuff like that. And that's the only place you can get food, and which is okay, but not a lot of that stuff is healthy, and it's upsetting that it's usually like that in all urban areas, in Black communities, in Latino communities. There's not healthy options for people without money. You can't drive and find a healthy marketplace anywhere in our community. So it's important for us to put something like what we have, where we put it for the culture, for our people, to keep our people around longer, like Fritz said. That's going to be the new tagline. Just trying to keep our people around longer.
It's the truth. We need to be around longer.
Now that's really good. I mean, that's what I thought. That's why I wanted you to explain it even more. I figured it was really because we saw disenfranchised and not much is created for us. But it takes us to create what's good for us. That's
right.
People, and that's what they can relate. So now, now you're in 48 states. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So the continental United States, we ship to everywhere except for Alaska and Hawaii. Which I think give us a little bit of time, we'll probably be able to reach a lot of those places too.
Yeah.
The way that we ship our food, the way that we package our food is different than the way any other meal prep company does it, and it allows us to get the food to farther places and still remain fresh. Our whole process, we spend a lot of time working on that. So hopefully we can be shipping food globally soon. That's the goal. We want to take this thing and reach as many people possible as we can. Out in Haiti, we want to be able to get boxes of food out to Haiti.
Yeah.
Out to the DR, out to Puerto Rico, out to our people in different countries, out to Africa. That's the goal.
Yes, because we need the healthy environment for our folks.
We do.
They get hit so much with Corona, COVID.
Definitely.
That's really good. So you guys, you just work and work and work. I know you're involved in organization. What do you do with the organization that you're involved in and support?
So the organization that we work with, the Prosper Foundation, they provide mental health services for free to the youth between ages 6 and 17, I believe, because there's a lack of mental health services and just charity in general that's focused on the youth. There's a lot of mental health services and behavior services for adults and psychologists, and you go to therapy and all of that stuff. So we work with a company that does that for children, and they're also just involved in the community heavily. We do toy drives, coat drives. Every Tuesday and Thursday we give food out for free. So there's a lot of things that we're doing in the community. A lot of organizations that we work with, not just them. A bunch of nonprofits that are focused on giving back to our culture and our community. We partner with all of them and try to do that.
And it feels good because that's when we started, that's what we said. We wanted to give back to the community.
Right.
And we're actually doing it. That's one of the big things that's keeping us going, because we're actually giving back to the community. We're doing what we say.
Right.
So it feels good.
And, I think, like Fritz said, doing what we say, giving back to the community and putting that first, like above trying to make as much money as possible and take as much for ourselves as we can. We receive that and we give it back first. And I think that having that mindset, it allows us to receive more because we're living with an open hand. We're not trying to keep everything that we get. We're just giving it back. So we're able to receive stuff too. People want to support us because they know the money that they spend with Macrobites is going to make its way down to other people who need it too. It's not just going to, we're not driving around in Bentleys and, being flashy and, doing a bunch of things. We're taking that money and investing it in the people around us that support us, other small businesses that, might not have the opportunities to do certain things. We try to put as many of those type of folks on as we can and give back to the community. And I think that's good karma, man. It puts good, like you would say, good juju.
It's good. It's good juju. And we're working hard. People see what we're doing. Like, we're working hard. And we're just real regular. Like
some regular guys.
We're not greedy. We want to share.
I think that helps us, man. Everything. It helps us get what we have now.
Counting these blessings.
Yeah, exactly.
Blessings. I prefer the good juju. I prefer the good juju.
And we feel regular, man. I mean, I know when you got on, you said, "Oh, I'm so excited for you guys." And even sometimes now, like, we'll go places and people will recognize it's like, "You're the Macrobites guys. I saw you on TV." Oh.
They're like, stop. Cover the shirt like, no, stop.
And it's funny because if you knew us, it's just like, we just some regular old dudes,
That's
man.
That's it.
Doing some regular stuff. We just work. That's all.
I must say, regular dudes doing extraordinary stuff.
Thank you.
Because You just imagine when we get, it doesn't matter, what ethnicity, what color, whoever, hear of your story, whatever it may be, and know whether they don't go through that route that you guys went through, but know you can make something of yourself no matter what. You gotta put your mind together and just create and do something that can impact many more people. And that's what you guys have done. And especially, you're talking about nutrition, you're talking about, eating healthy. And when we take it back to our own community, whether it's, the black community as a whole, Asian, Nigerian, Jamaican, you name it, you know, we need to raise awareness about good eating, healthy eating.
We really do.
And keeping it in our community, like you said, is important. Because a lot of folks, they as soon as they get a little bit of taste of success, they move all of that stuff out to to places that don't need it.
Absolutely.
That's what we're trying to keep it, where our people need it. Can you still hear us? They just turned on the music out.
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Yeah,
okay.
We're good.
They're trying to kill us off. They're trying to kill us off. And they're trying to kill us off. And you know what? We need more people to keep us here, keep us around. Can't get rid of us. We keep the world going. Our people keep this world going.
Exactly.
And we've been doing it for a long time.
Forever.
Since the beginning of times. Can't get rid of us.
When you guys, the sauce you created, what special ingredient that's in that sauce?
We can't tell you that.
I don't know.
Come on now.
Well, that's the secret recipe.
We can't tell you that.
Might have a little Haitian roots in there, a little bit of.
Or some juju sac passe in there,
We got a little sac passe, not boule in there. We can't tell you that.
Nah, but it is like for your listeners and for you, like our sauce that we put on our food. We brought some down here to sample it out. It's some of the best sauce you'll ever taste in your life, man. We made that sauce with love, and everywhere we go, no matter what city we go to, no matter where we're at, the messaging about how good the sauce is has remained the same from day one.
We actually spent a lot of time on that sauce.
Yeah,
in the kitchen. Try this. What you think about
trying it?
It's a little spicy. Dumb it down. It took definitely a lot of time making that sauce, and it's perfect. Everybody loves it.
But did you do some? Were you chefs before you did Macrobite? Were you guys chefs cooking?
So, I got a culinary degree in prison, and Jared was in the service industry as a chef cooking for a lot of the time right after he was incarcerated, and Fritz just been in the kitchen with a lot, taking the heritage from his mom in the kitchen with and stuff.
Making the legume sauce.
Diablo, that's what we eating tonight. Diablo, Diablo. All right, cool.
And I think just the fact that even while we were in the street life, like we were all out of our parents' houses, early, pretty early in our lives. So we had to learn how to cook for ourselves, how to survive. So that has a lot to do with it too.
So I think the big message, because I have those little youngsters that watches my show so much, you won't believe it, from 5 to 10, 13, there's so many of them. After school, they watch this. So what message would you tell them as they're growing up? Because they're all inspired to become medical doctors and artists, singers, and, big athletes. And but you never know in life. Sometimes life takes a turn. So what's the great message you have for my young audience? And also for the parents, how they could kind of support them at the same time. God forbid they get lured around the route you guys went through.
I would say definitely make sure you have the right people around you, because if you have the wrong people around you, they can burst your bubble, like shatter your dreams, and they'll drag you. If they don't have any dreams or motivation themselves, like having the wrong people around you, you're not going to get anywhere. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. If you have a dream, follow it. Don't get caught into the wrong crowds. It's not fun. Jail's not fun. Being in the streets trying to be cool is not fun.
It's
being
not cool.
yourself Being yourself is fun. Being not being a follower and being a leader. Like, oh, you're not cool because you don't want to do this with us.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I'm fine. When 10 years from now, when I'm on my boat and I gotta send you guys commissary,
Yeah.
then you'll see what I've been trying to do. Just have the right people around you and stay motivated and
And I would
love
say,
love hard.
I would say also for the kids, be somebody that does what you say.
That's a big one. Flying low.
Uh, be somebody that does what you say. Make sure your actions always match your words. Because even if you're young, that's a rewarding feeling in itself. It helps you go to sleep at night knowing that if you're saying that you're going to do something, that you're actually doing it, that you're living with integrity. I think that'll take somebody young far. If they can hold what Fritz said and what I just said to heart, they can be successful doing anything. It doesn't have to be what we're doing. It can be whatever they want to do, because that's important. Like Fritz said, being true to yourself, being who you are is a good feeling. It's fun. Doing what you say is fun.
It's fun.
Even if you have to work hard while you're doing it, seeing the fruits of your labor and watching things become successful after you've worked hard for it is fun. All that stuff is fun. It's way more fun than trying to be something that you saw on TV or something that you saw or that you heard in a song. That's not fun. That'll leave you in prison, being sad or dead. So,
and then when you get locked up, guess what? 95% of the friends that you did have before you got locked up, they're gone. All of them.
Where they at?
Gone. No letters, no commissary, don't come check on you, nothing.
So make sure your young listeners know that, be yourself, work hard, stay motivated, do what you say, keep the right people around you, and, anything's possible.
Smile, dance, live life.
The good message is that it's a fast life. Everything takes time to build.
Absolutely. Baby steps. It takes time, but you'll get there. Keep God in your life too. I mean, for the listeners that is religious and believe in God, keep God in your life definitely, because he definitely holds it down. He might not come right when you pray, but he'll come. He'll hold you down
at the right time. Guys, I know I gotta kind of let you guys go because you got a long big project. We could talk all day.
We could talk all day. You try to leave?
You guys, like come back again and bring me more message and what you guys are doing. Keep up, with the corner, and what's how they can order your Macrobites. Just go. Where do they go to order?
And so if somebody wants to order, they could go to macrobites.com, macrobites.com. We ship to all the United States except for Alaska and Hawaii. They can place their order on there. If they're in New Jersey, they can come pick it up in one of our locations in Robbinsville or in Asbury Park. And follow us on all the social medias. It's all _Macrobites. Come see what we're doing. Come see the life that we're living, man, because it's different. It's different than what it used to be. Oh, yeah, a little bit, man.
That's good, guys. Thank you so much. It was like so nice, Yeah. Are you gonna celebrate the May 18th, Fritzner? So Haitian flag day comes up.
Say that again?
You're gonna celebrate May 18th, Haitian?
Of course, I always do.
Did he have you tried to?
I bring my flag everywhere I go.
Did Fritzner have you tried a griot?
I didn't try to grill out here.
Yeah. Did you have?
No, we didn't.
I gotta bring you some.
Please, please.
Guys,
we could trade. We got some Macrobites food here.
Just a little bit of it, guys. Thank you so much. It was
thank you so much, Benji. It was a great. It was a good interview. I loved it.
Yes, I had a good time. Have a wonderful day, all right, guys?
You as well.
Thank you.
Bring my food for me now.
I will. Send it out.
All right, cool. My guest was David Lewis and Fritzner George, the best of the best. This is it, guys. They are now shipping almost all over the United States. Great friends, all three of them, Jared Atkins and David Lewis and Fritzner George. Come to find out, didn't even know Fritzner was of Haitian descent. I had no idea. This is what we do on the Benji D Corner. Like I said, the corner is for everyone. You have a story, and your story is real. It's not something fabricated. And you are authentic and you want to share on this platform, just send me a message. Send me an email, contactbenjid@gmail.com, or send me a text, 561-331-1021, and I'll be glad the team will get in contact with you and we'll get everything set up, because what we do things to change life and transform lives, something that can really, help you out, inspire you. And there's much more coming on the Benji D Corner for you. And also, I have something special that's cooking for thanking you for tuning in and streaming with us and viewing our episodes on a weekly basis. But most importantly, we need your subscription. We need your subscription. Tell your friends, tell your family members, subscribe to this great channel. You want something different, something significant, something out of the ordinary with folks that are regular folks doing great things and big things. Benji D Corner with you for the whole family, all gathered together, especially at any time. You could watch our episode. Just go on YouTube, share. We have our Facebook page, Benji D Corner, and also IG, Benji D Corner. You can see many of the interviews we have done. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being with you today. We really had a good time, and our guests were phenomenal. These guys, they are great personality and so humble in spite of the big success that they are having with Macrobites. You could order your special meal. All my fitness followers and the channel macrobites.com. Great food, tasty. You could get a very reasonable price. Macrobites.com, Macrobites. These guys have been on national mainstream program, but yet they remain humble. It was a wow to have them on this platform with me, and it took me so long to actually get them, and I was super excited when they finally accepted my invitation. And this is the work that we do, and we do it with you, and that's why we encourage you, help us grow so we could bring a lot more stories for each and every one of you, so you could have something that you could look back and say, hey, if so and so can do it, so can I. If so and so can make a difference in their life, so can I. It's never over. You don't quit. You keep on working and accomplish that goal and make the best of yourself and turn it around. The obstacles that are in your way, whatever that's hindering you, you can overcome and turn things around, because at the end of the day, it's not looking back or where you have been, it's going and looking where I'm going. Where you have been was a step for you, but you got to cross and cross and cross and get to the finish line and keep on working. I want to thank E&M Fashion. This is where you could find this great flag, and also there's many other items that you can find during this Haitian Heritage Month. We know many are looking for T-shirts, shirts, flags, you name it. You could get it at E&M Fashion. It's 544 East Gateway Boulevard, or you could call E&M 561-452-9923, 561-452-9923. They have tons of items during the celebration of Haitian Heritage Month. You can find there, if you're putting some sketch together and you need those Carabela shirt, or you need those different colors, those very colorful colors for the Haitian Heritage Month, who you are celebrating, you could give a call to 561-452-9923. This is where you could get all these different items to celebrate the Haitian Heritage Month. It was such a pleasure, really, truly, truly, doing Haitian Heritage Month, having had these great guests, and I had no idea one of them was of Haitian descent. Fritzner George,
David Lois, Jared Hatkins, Macrobites. Guys, it was great being with you. The next time we meet again, we are bringing another guest to you. I want to thank everyone. Lewis with Netronics and Trevor. These guys really make everything look neat, everything look clean, everything sound good. Thank you guys with for all the support. Pretty soon, I know some of you would like to have an opportunity to participate more and have a chance to call in and ask your questions and say much more. You will have that. Ooh, I'm making a mistake. I'm touching stuff. I'm making a mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm messing up now. I'm messing up. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm messing up. So you will have that opportunity very soon because our line is almost ready. You'll have the hotline that you could call the Benji D Corner. You could leave me a message or ask questions. You could ask questions to our guests. You'll be able to participate with us. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of our program. And it's really great always being with you and bringing to you what we do best and what we enjoy doing, what we feel great doing, and coming into your home and bringing you the best program ever with the best guest, with the most significant stories, the most authentic stories, real stories, true stories. When we say true stories, we mean it. They are true stories. They are not made up stories. They are not just stories for television. They're just real, very, very authentic. And no preparation with the guests. It just comes straight and lay out whatever they have done, whatever they have been through, and what they want you to really be impacted with. Thank you so much, guys. It was great. It was great. I really enjoy our time. Let's listen to this wonderful, wonderful voice of For Diaspora TV.
Turn to Benji's Corner.
Let's gather from all around the globe and join a Benji D Corner as we share the untold stories of individuals that have impacted society in their own right. Presented by renowned broadcast journalist Benji D. Turn to the corner every week for great talk, creating good vibes as we discover new transformations and great conversations. Watch Benji D Corner on Facebook and YouTube, streaming live, showcasing community stories that affluent our lifestyle. And now, welcome Benji D, the voice, and her various guests.
Turn to Benji's Corner. Turn to Benji's Corner.
Yes,
Turn to Benji's Corner.
Let's gather from all around the globe and join a
Thank you, my famous producer Alan Daphne at For Diaspora TV. They have a great programming. You should check it out every weekend on Sunday. Every weekend they have a program 1 to 3. They're also on the Radio Tropical. They also on different radio station, WPBL 1340 AM Haitian radio, as well in Palm Beach County, and also in Orlando. Check it out. Great program with a great lineup of presentators: Jean-Ernst Pierre, Le Grand Parisien Salvon, Salo Sabasquin, Curling Jean-Baptiste, and soon they'll have a new speaker as well. So check them out. And also you want to check out Tele Lakai, who brings a great program to you every single week. He's also on YouTube, Tele Lakai Enterprise, with the great Jimmy Jacques. It was really great being with you. E&M Fashion, like I said, check it out. E&M Fashion, a little misspelling there. It's E&M Fashion. We're missing the S, people. We're missing the S. It's E&M Fashion. 561-452-9923. Wanted to make sure you get to find. This is where you get your Haitian flag, the T-shirts, you name it, any item you can find at E&M Fashion to celebrate the Haitian Heritage Month. This was a special edition for you. This whole month, we'll bring you different stories and with different people, different, the whole gang that can really keep you uplifted, motivated, and really achieving your goal. Next week, we have another guest coming up for you. And this guest has a superb story and she did something phenomenal this past weekend. It was like great. She will tell you much more about it, and you will be amazed to hear about it. And I really want to thank each and every one of you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We want to say a big congrats. Recently, our mental health counselor, Cynthia Lubin Nicola, who celebrated her birthday, want to say happy birthday to her. The whole crew say happy birthday to Cynthia Lubin Nicholas. And also, she got great stuff coming up for you. She'll be on the platform around the corner to tell you much more that has happened since you have not heard from her, because we know this month is also mental health special awareness month. So we will cook up something for you. And we know those of you that are in need on different type of information. So we continue as we continue to celebrate. Thank you, everyone. If you'd like to reach me, 561-331-1021, 561-331-1021. The best way you can reach me is really to send me a text and give me an idea exactly how we can be of help to you and what we could do, and also to be our guest. Send us an email, shoot us an email, contact benjid@gmail.com, or send us a text, 561-331-1021, and we'll be glad to get in contact with you. Thank you to my publicist, my great publicist, Natasha, with Let's Bus Talk. Check her out, check her IG, Let's Bus Talk, for all your information. Thank you to Lois and Trevor with Netronics. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I could have not done it without you. Get ready, everyone. We got a lot more coming for you. Benji D signing off, saying, have a wonderful time, everyone. Mwah! Our throwing the kisses. So long, everyone. Until next time on the Benji D Corner. This is your show. This is yours. Thank you. It was fun. It was great. It was great. It's always great being with you. Until next time. Thank you.